Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Thanksgiving. Well, day after Thanksgiving. Give me a break. I post on Fridays, and I'll never be posting a video on Thanksgiving itself. But just because I don't post on Thanksgiving doesn't mean I can't share the things I am thankful for. I consider myself fortunate for many reasons, but one thing I have been thinking about a lot this year is how many ways my education has allowed me to get ahead. To begin with, I have an amazing family. My mom and dad are truly the most amazing human beings. Whatever I wanted to be, they were there for me. Even when I wanted to be everything, they smiled and helped me find my feet. But their parents were equally as awesome. There was a work ethic that was instilled in me from both sets of grandparents. Do your work. That's what we do for each other in this world. Mom, dad, and grandparents supported me financially. I never knew want. They also knew how to smile and enjoy the silliness that was coming from this little ham in the form of pigtails and a dress. I went to a small private Catholic school where I not only received a general education, but a character education as well. Most of the teachers had been there for many years, ensuring that not only did I have master teachers, but teachers who knew the families of the students in the school. Before we walked in the door of their classroom, most of these teachers knew our names, our parents' profession, and all the students in the school who were our first cousins. At one point, I think I had like 7 in school with me. These teachers knew us, both as students and humans. This is something that only happens with time, when they are respected and supported. I also had a freaky, weirdly smart class. And to be clear, there was only one class. I progressed through all the grades with the same core of people. Oh sure, some came and went, but I think there was around 5 girls and 10 guys that were the same from kindergarten until 8th grade. Of that group, one was a valedictorian at one high school, another was a salutatorian at another. I also know of at least 5 of us that have gone on to receive doctorates of one sort or another. This drove me to be better. It was a competition, not a bad one, because there was no shame associated. It was just a little push. I remember distinctly getting the top marks in language arts one quarter. It was also the semester we were working on drama and English, so yeah. But I thought I had become the king of the world. What an amazing feeling. But I truly don't know if I would have done as well without that set of peers. I went to the public high school after that. My high school, which in 2014 performed better on test scores than 95% of other schools in Illinois, was pretty darn great as well. Just like my elementary school, the teachers in my high school had been there for a long time. My English teacher looked at me on day 1 and said, "Giebelhausen, I know your brother." It had been 7 years since my brother attended that school, but many of the teachers knew him, knew my mother, knew my aunt, knew my cousins, knew my grandparents, knew me. Those things. It makes a difference how you act. It also makes a difference that very few of my teachers were rookies. They knew how to teach, and they knew how to teach in this community. The exception was my choir teacher, who I adored. She was new, but she was very well mentored by other teachers, and her mother, who was a legendary choir teacher in the state. I had so many things in my favor. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that I would do well. My family and my educational community were all fantastic. Finally, all these situations allowed me to attend a fantastic college, the University of Illinois at Champaign-Urbana, with its fantastic school of music and fantastic educators pushing me to become the best music teacher I could. While I was there, I was surrounded by equally motivated and supported students who helped me learn and supported me when I was having a difficult time. These people have become lifelong friends and colleagues. Graduating from UIUC gave me a huge advantage in attaining my job because, as my first boss told me, we like graduates from U of I. I came into the teaching profession surrounded by veterans who could help fill in the blanks on teaching in this school that my teacher education could not help with. I had the best set of mentors, master teachers, who had not only taught most of their life, but taught in that school, allowing them to really understand those students and that community. We expect so much of schools, but give them so little to work with. If you want teachers to stay in your school, which is one of the best ways you can help a community, teachers need to feel supported and respected. I had that. Everywhere I went, master teachers were plentiful. even with master teachers present, you need to support the whole community to really educate a child. I would not be where I am today if it weren't for my family, the whole family. Parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, and 21st cousins. Having peers that push you and expect you to do the best also makes a huge difference. I had all of these things. I'm so very thankful for all of these things. But not everyone does. Not everyone has master teachers. Not everyone has a supportive family. Not everyone has peers that show you what is possible. It's very difficult to do well without all these pieces in place. It's very difficult to meet or exceed expectations when you begin a mile behind the start line. When did we forget that it takes a village?
But for now, a haiku.
Education is complicated, but I am so very thankful.